Hey everyone, this is Daryl from Crypto Daily Trade saying the Ric Flair, the crypto love in the house, guys. Hopefully you guys having a great day wherever you are. And remember, guys and gals, this video is not financial advice. This is just for educational purposes only, so we'll get that out of the way. Then we can jump into it, guys. Hey, everybody in America, wakey, time to wake up. Don't forget to get your cup of joe. And remember, you can always get your cup of joe in OG Mug to Mug. Check out my merch, guys. Check out my merch. You're going to love it. I'm going to love it. Hey, we got lots to talk about today. You know, you were all wrong. Everybody out there, you were wrong, absolutely wrong. You have to watch this video to the end to find out what I'm talking about. But definitely you guys were wrong. And you know, we're also going to talk about the pre-markets. The pre-markets are looking pretty good, guys. Pre-markets are looking pretty green. We got the NASDAQ, we've got the S&P and the futures all looking pretty green. Also, we're going to talk about those Pandora papers. There's been this whole Pandora papers you know, floating around, and it's just kind of weird that, you know, all the regulators who are saying, you know, ban crypto, do this to crypto, and crypto is not good, and blah, blah, blah. These are the same people that, you know, it seems like they're, you know, they've got offshore accounts here and there, and you know, they're moving cash offshore and nefariously. So we're going to talk a little bit about the Pandora papers. So you know what I mean, right? So also we got some big news. Finally, we have done it. Bitcoin has hit the holy grail, and we've hit 50K, guys. And it looks like you know, we could be going up from here. And I did tell you this morning that you know that Bitcoin was ranging like, you know, 47,500, 47,700, and we need to get above 48,000. If we could do that and sustain that, then it would be very easy for us to hit 50,000. So that's happening right in front of our eyes. So we haven't seen 50,000 for a long time. So it's really good to be back up there. So you guys that had diamond hands and been hodling, you guys should be really proud of yourself. Bitcoin is on fire, but it's kind of strange though that Bitcoin's made a really good move up, but a lot of the altcoins hasn't really triggered the altcoins like I expected. The altcoins are still down a little bit in comparison to the way the moves at the Bitcoin. So that's a little bit of strange, a little bit of outliers there. We're also going to talk about how, you know, this year so far, year to date, we're seeing that Bitcoin is beating, you know, all the commodities, all the stocks. And, you know, it seems that Bitcoin right now is the best performing asset of all asset classes. So that's really interesting. We're going to jump into that, guys. And, you know, the other thing we're going to talk about is, you know, Tonga could be the next country to have Bitcoin as legal tender. Can you imagine? So we got Tonga, El Salvador, Brazil, as I broke the news yesterday. And that's really amazing news, guys. Also, we talk about, you know, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram had that whole big outage yesterday for like 3 or 4 hours. And that's what caused that sudden, you know, market to dump yesterday. But it just goes to show that, you know, things like Facebook and Twitter and WhatsApp, they really need to be put on the blockchain. Because if they were, you know, on Web 3.0 and on a blockchain, there would not be any outages. But because it's centralized, there are outages, and this kind of shocked and put fear into the markets, guys. We're also going to jump into TA and all that kind of stuff. So, guys, remember out there, you know, I keep telling you guys, you've got to learn to take profit. You got to learn to have diamond hands. You got to learn to have dollar cost average. So, and remember, we're going to start, the FOMO is going to start to intensify very soon, guys. The FOMO is absolutely going to start to intensify. So you guys do not be caught up in this fear of missing out, and you suddenly, you know, put a whole bunch of coins into a project because you see it's going parabolic, because that's a good way to get wrecked, guys. And I know a lot of you who are holding Dogecoin during the May SNL, you guys did a lot of that, and I know that a lot of you are still underwater, because I still get a lot of people moaning and groaning. And you know, you guys were absolutely wrong. I told you that this is October, it's going to be October, and things are going to the moon, guys. Doge's going to the moon, and you know, we're going to get there. So it's really interesting. So as you guys know, I'm still stuck here in Vietnam, and we're still on lockdown since July 15th. So it's getting pretty long. And you know, the reason I ended up here was because, you know, I guess two years plus we came back here for you know, 3 months to check on our businesses out here, and then the virus hit, and we ended up getting stuck here because the borders have been closed and this and that. So you know, we're still hoping to hopefully when this thing comes to an end, we can, you know, get back to Indonesia, get back to Bali, and you know, it's just, you know, we got the villa over there, and we're stuck here, you know. So it looks like the short-term plans, we may head over to Da Nang soon and check out our businesses over there. So overall, you know, one of the reasons coming to Asia quite frankly, as I told you guys, I was in Bitcoin mining for a lot of years, and created a lot of Bitcoin, a lot of wealth that way. And one of the reasons that we moved to Asia was because of taxes and over regulation. So in Asia, there's the regulations are a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more free. Sure, we're paying taxes, but we're not. But also in Asia, the level of taxes that you're paying here is a lot less than you're paying over there. So that's another reason being Asia. And the other thing is, the beautiful thing about Asia is you can travel like 1.5 hours, 2 hours by plane and be in a whole totally different country with a total different culture, total different language, and total different food. So it allows you to, experience life in a fuller and more dynamic way, without having to travel 8 to 10 hours. If you're in the US, you want to get to something completely different culture, you got to travel like halfway across the world. So, like Bangkok is an hour and a half from here. Malaysia is like 2 hours from here. Singapore's 2 hours from here. China is close. Indonesia's about 4 hours. Philippines is about 4 hours, and the list just goes on and on. Tokyo's around about 5.5, 6 hours. So you can see Korea's also 5.5, 6 hours. So in a very short distance, Laos, Cambodia, Indochina, Myanmar, all of these countries are very close. So it allows you to travel, and also when you're traveling short distances, the costs are not outrageous, right? So it's also a good place to be because you can actually live life to the fullest, experience life, and experience new cultures. So that's one of the reasons I'm coming here. So without further delay, let's jump into the content, guys. I just thought give you guys a little bit of background because you guys are all saying, "Oh, you talk about yourself." So yeah, that's how I am. So I'm just kind of a simple guy, and one of the reasons that I'm making these videos is because I don't want you all to make the same mistakes I did, because I went through a lot of growing pains and I went through a huge learning curve. And during my learning curve, I did lose money. I did lose a lot of money, and so if I can, impart some of my wisdom to you guys, that's what it's all about. If I can help one person out there, that is meaningful for me. So that's one of the reasons I'm doing. And the other reason is, we try to raise awareness about crypto. We also try to show you the good behind crypto and show you some strategies that have worked for me and make me pretty successful in my life in terms of crypto. And the other thing is, we also, as you guys know, we've got merch, we've got you can become a channel member. You can buy the channel a coffee. You can become a Patreon member, and also you can give super chats in the live streams, and all of those incidentals we also give to charity as well. So that's really amazing, and we've been doing that. And actually, giving to charity is pretty hard work. We spend days and days collecting stuff, distributing stuff, and it's hard work. So with that being said, guys, if you like this content and you love the OG, don't forget to smash the likes right now. Smash the likes, guys, and don't forget to subscribe, because I know a lot of you are watching the videos, but you guys you don't subscribe. So please do me a favor, subscribe right now. So let's jump into content right now. Before I do that, I have to give a shout out to some of our newest members. I have to do that, guys. So we've got American Eagle in the house, a VIP member. So American Eagle, if you're watching, you need to send an email to info@Elgin Investments, and you can find the link to the email in the About section right here. So you go to the About section on the YouTube page, and then you scroll down here. It says View Email Address. So you send email right there. So let me just zoom it up in case any of the new members are watching. So you send email right there. And then when you send the email, you have to put in your YouTube handle, your real name, and the time that you join, and then our marketing people, they will cross-check with YouTube, and then they will send you the invitation to the VIP members group, and if you're a super member, also the super members WhatsApp group. And these WhatsApp group, I'm on there all the time. We've got a moderator on there, and we've got anywhere from 200 to 300 messages a day, and you can ask all sorts of stuff and give each other advice and support and talk about anything real crypto related. So it's a really good community. So American Eagle, thanks for being a VIP member. God bless you, brother. And we got Brad in the house. Thank you, brother. We got Enrique in the house. Don't forget to also send that email. And we got Jardy, right? Jardy, I'm glad that you're here. We've been chatting online. Jardy's a really nice person. He's just getting new in the space. So if you see him on the live stream, give him some support, give him some advice. Dudikoff's super member, don't forget to send your email. And James, don't forget to send your email. And Eon, welcome, brother. And remember, when you send the emails, it may take it's not like instantaneous, so we get back to it. It can take, 24 hours, 48 hours sometimes, because we get hundreds of emails, because, just tons. So we got to wade through that. So remember, don't forget your YouTube handle, your name, and when you join, okay? That's so important. And don't forget to put your membership level. If you're a VIP member, put it in there. Or if you're a super member, put it in there. So the channel supporters, there's no WhatsApp group for you guys, but if you want to have access, you can upgrade later. So guys, God bless. Let's jump into the markets. So you can see that the pre-markets are looking pretty good, guys. So we got the Dow up, we got the S&P up, we got the Nasdaq up. Everything's looking pretty good. So if we can see the pre-markets are up for the broader markets, that's usually pretty indicative, indicative that we're going to see crypto go up. So I think, I'm pretty sure, I'm confident, I have a feeling that Charles, my Bitcoin, I told you guys that, when my Solana was up 400%, I sold about 50% of it, which is part of my profit-taking contract I have with myself. Remember, not financial advice. And I converted that profits and I bought Bitcoin. And the Bitcoin was basically free. It was a free Bitcoin, and we call it Charles. It's kind of a running thing that we call. So if you're new, and I talk about Charles is the name of our Bitcoins here on the channel. And so Charles has been doing very well, and he's up over 50K. So everybody's happy about that. I'm happy about it. So my portfolio is looking pretty sweet in the house. So you guys know about these Pandora Papers. Biggest ever leak of offshore data exposes financial secrets of rich and powerful. So basically the synopsis is there's been like millions of documents that have been released, and it details assets of more than 100 billionaires, 30 world leaders, and 300 public officials. So it just talks about how they've been using offshore accounts to put their assets over there, and how they've been using these offshore accounts to buy property and buy this and buy that and avoid taxes. So this is kind of somewhat hypocritical, because some of these same people are also the same people who are saying crypto is not good, it needs to be regulated, and the crypto space is all bad, and people in crypto are bad. That's far from the truth. Sure, there is a very small nefarious element, but there's a nefarious element in every sector, right? Be it manufacturing, be it marketing. There's always the nefarious angle on there. That's just the human nature, guys. So I thought you guys would take a look at that, do your own research on that. I don't want to really talk too much about it here in a public forum. It's probably not a good thing. So take a look at, we got the Pandora Papers. I don't know if anything is going to come out of that, but some countries have vowed to investigate, and and if there's any nefarious or bad actors there, that they will probably go after and prosecute. So let's see how that pans out. So the Pandora Papers. So other news that's coming out right now, we can see that Bitcoin, my Biddy Charles, is over 50,000 for the first time, guys, and this is really great news. And even though we've had a lot of volatility in September, we seem to be now getting past all that resistance. And you are all wrong, because a lot of people said, oh, it's never going to go up anymore, it's down, the bull run is over. So all those Debbie Downers who said the bull run is over, you were wrong. We did it, and we're up 50,000. We're at 50,000, guys. So we're heading towards the promised land. And at 50,000, that only puts us about $13,000 shy of the all-time high. And as you know, when Bitcoin takes off, the Doge, to the moon, guys, is going to start taking off. So I'm pretty excited about that. Overall, it's a pretty good day, guys. So the altcoins, Bitcoin's been going like this, but the altcoins have just been kind of going blah today. So it's kind of weird. It's really weird, because it's not atypical. Typically, when Bitcoin goes up, you see that all the altcoins also make a measure move. But this time it's been kind of strange that Bitcoin has made the moves, but the altcoins have kind of been a little bit lackluster. And I think some of that has to do with that. A lot of institutions in the last couple of weeks have been picking up a lot of altcoins, like Grayscale. They picked up Solana, ADA, and some other altcoins. And a lot of institutions have been picking, and of course Ethereum, right? So a lot of institutions, they've kind of pivoted away from the altcoins now, and they're laser focused back on Bitcoin. So it seems that the institutions are paying less interest this week, anyways. I don't know. Next week things could change. So there seems to be more focus on Bitcoin, and that is also driving stuff up, guys. So that's really good. So it's really bullish news, guys. So some other news that's coming in right now is, as I said, that Tonga is now drafting a bill to make Bitcoin legal tender. and their blockchain tech is already in use to revolutionize humanitarian aid. So basically, Tonga is saying, hey, we want to go the same route as El Salvador. And as you guys know, that El Salvador, the Chivo wallet, more than 50% of the whole El Salvadoran country is now using the wallet and using some form of Bitcoin. And there's been some incentives. The El Salvadorian government have given and issued incentives. So if you have the Chivo wallet, you're going to get 20-cent discount on gas and stuff like that. So they've been incentivizing people to get the Chivo wallet, and also I think they're also giving you $30 US in Bitcoin if you sign up the Chivo wallet. But the most important thing is that a lot of people who have been bankless are now can start to control their financial future. And also for El Salvador, there's a lot of El Salvadorians who are actually in the U.S. working, and they can actually remit money back to their family in El Salvador using Bitcoin. So that's very easy. They don't have to go to banks. They don't have to do this. They don't have to go to Western Union, because the Western Union, the fees are like, yeah. I mean, I've never used Western Union personally, but I hear people who have, and the fees are like cuckoo. It's like even 5%. Like PayPal, if you ever receive money from PayPal, it's a bit of a crock, because when you receive money from PayPal, they take a fee, and then when you send money with the money that you receive, they also take a fee, and it can be as high as like 6, 7, 8% sometimes. So wow. So and I just think that's gouging. It's just way too much. So some other news that's coming in right now, we can see that Bitcoin beats stocks and commodities. I talked about that in the intro. That we can see that Bitcoin is the best performing asset in 2021. It's amazing, guys. So even though that Bitcoin has gone up to 63, dropped down almost like 50% from its high, when we had the China FUD and Elon Musk kind of did his thing, and we're back up again. So we're only 13K away from the all-time high again. So we can see that if we look at the performance here, let me just get that bigger. We can see that Bitcoin has outperformed everything. It's outperformed commodities. It's outperformed U.S. microcaps, REITs, small caps. I mean, it's just outperformed everything. S&P, it's just outperformed everything. European stocks, international, U.S. It's just outperformed everything. And Bitcoin year to date, the yields right now is about 49.1%. So that's not too bad, guys. And also too, if you take a look at the OG portfolio in the house right here, you can also see that if you look at our yield, our portfolio is actually outperformed Bitcoin, and it's actually outperformed every single commodity stock indices in that list. So right now, remember, this portfolio is not financial advice, it's just for educational purposes only. And we did make this portfolio July 2nd. Let me just turn it into a pie chart, then it's easier for you guys to see. We did this online on July 2nd, and you can see that we're at 58%, and we're up almost 3K, and our total value is getting pretty close to 8K right now. So that's pretty good return if you compare to where if you look at commodities at 36%, U.S. microcap at 32%. So we're doing pretty good. We're actually outperforming Bitcoin out there as well. So hopefully you guys have been taking notes in other videos. And, once again, people always ask, OG, can you tell us what cryptos you should be picking up? And I always tell people that the best way to learn what projects you want to be picking up is go look at the big boys like, ARK Investments, Grayscale. Look at what they're buying. And remember, people like Grayscale and ARK Investments, they have a bunch of people working for them, and they do a lot of due diligence. They research all the projects, they read the white papers, and of course, they're not going to be buying rug pulls. So I always stress that, go through the news, watch my channel as well, because, you can see that if you go to the portfolio, and the link to the portfolio is in the description, you can see everything that we have here. And it's also, we also have the breakdown in percentages. So, from my perspective, this is a really good portfolio, and we have about 28% in Bitcoin, we have 24% in Ethereum, we have Binance Coin, we have Polkadot, Algorand, Avalanche, Crypto.com, Swissborg, Cardano, VeChain, of course, Dogecoin in the house, Harmony, and Polygon. And over time, since July 2nd, this portfolio, this market mix, we've also diversification, because a lot of newbies, they make a huge mistake and they buy one coin. And this is bad news. Never do that. It's bad when you do that, guys. So make sure that you diversify. Diversification is very important in this business. And some other news that's coming in right now is hash rate. Remember, the hash rates have come back, even though all the miners were kicked out of China. The hash rate has come back. Everything's pretty normal. So it really didn't have much of an impact other than the FUD that happened, and it scared a lot of retail investors and it shook them loose, and that's why we had all the whales and institutions picking up cheap bitcoins. And remember, anytime you hear FUD, most of the time the FUD is artificial, it's manipulated, so you, Joe Nancy and Joe Public will sell your coins cheap, right? So don't fall for the FUD, guys. And we can see that a lot of people are more resilient to FUD than ever before. And yesterday we had that big dip before we had the things moving up, and that was because Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp went down for hours. And like I said, all of this could be avoided if these things were on Web3 protocol and on a blockchain, so you wouldn't have outages, right, if you're on a blockchain. So hopefully they'll move that to blockchain. So that's why, Facebook, Instagram, they're all centralized. It's not a good thing. And, a lot of people were out. Luckily here in Asia, we were all sleeping when it was out, so we didn't miss a beat. But we woke up and we found out of it. So some other interesting stuff that's coming out. I thought this would be interesting. Top 15 Ethereum Layer 2 coins by market cap. So the biggest Layer 2 coins by market cap right now, you can see is Matic, OMG, Seller, LRC, and so on and so forth. So I just thought that it'd be interesting. But the biggest Layer 2 by far is Matic, guys. So so if you're asking me what Layer 2 projects you want to get into, well, the answer's right there. Matic and OMG. And we're seeing the OMG has been doing very well this week. It's up almost over 50%. So that's pretty good if you're OMG holders. So let's jump into the market cap right now without further delay. So I predict that we're going to see a 2.5 trillion market cap coming in this year, guys. Remember, you were wrong. Those people who said that the OG doesn't know what he's talking about. I told you guys this morning that we were going to hit 50K, guys, and we have done it. We have hit 50K absolutely as I predicted. And guys, don't forget to check out my merch. Get the mug. Coffee tastes better. It's full of hope, full of joy. God bless each and everybody. And guys, don't forget to go right down there, smash the likes, smash the like. Let's see if we can get this video to 1,000 likes. Help the OG. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you're watching, don't forget to give super chats. All super chats go to help the kids, orphans, and homeless here in Vietnam. So the market cap's doing pretty good. I anticipate that we're going to see us hitting 2.5 trillion this week. The fear and greed is also, we're moving into greed. So we've moved away from neutral where we were yesterday, and last week we were in extreme fear, guys. So we've come a long way in a very short period of time. So the best opportunity that you guys had to be picking things up, still relatively cheap, was when we were at extreme fear. So right now we're at greed. So things are going to start getting more expensive, but it's still not too late. It's still not too late because, Plan B, Willy Woo, all the on-chain data is pointing towards one thing, that we're going to see $100,000 Bitcoin. We're going to see a $10,000 Ethereum. We're going to see like $600 Solana. We're going to see, $1 to $2 Dogecoin coming in. And Dogecoin has been making some good moves today, some really good moves. And I did tell you guys yesterday, we had that huge descending triangle that started back in May. And I said that we were going to break out. And we did exactly as the OG predicted. We broke out. Dogecoin to the moon, guys. So we have broken out exactly as I predicted. So, things are happening, guys. Things are happening. October is looking pretty bullish. So you guys should be really pumped and psyched. So don't panic. You guys can see that this is the Ethereum, and you can see that in September Ethereum lost 12%, but we've gotten it all back already because Ethereum's back up 15%. So it's not too bad. We've gained most of the losses. And if you look at Bitcoin, we were down 7% in September. We're up 14%. So most of the losses we've gained all the losses back, guys. So this just goes to show, if you were patient, you had diamond hands, and you didn't panic, you would be up like 7% right now. So remember, do not panic, diamond hands, and even when things go down, don't panic, diamond hands, because October, November are bullish months, the best months for crypto in the house, guys. So you guys just need to remember to keep that in mind. Do not panic, sell. So let's take a look at the Doge Woji in the house. So right now Doge is at 23.85, and today we went as high. We went over 25 cents today. So you can see that we did paint a high right there, and we went as high as 25.44. So we got rejected. We got some rejected because we have some major resistance at 25. And remember, we have this huge descending triangle that I told you guys about that goes all the way back to the SNL times, time frames. And you know, don't worry, Doge is on fire. Doge is breaking out, guys. And you know, we're going to pick up some more momentum here. And the other good thing is that Doge is right now, if we look at the 200-day moving average, which is the green, we're above the 200-day moving average. So this is very, very bullish, guys. It's absolutely bullish, and it is a great time to be alive. Let me just fix this chart. These charts, they frustrate me. Sometimes they just don't move like I want them to. So you can see that, you know, we're well above the 200-day moving average. Come on, there we go. So we're well above, and you know, we have broken out of this triangle exactly as I told you, and I said that, you know, we needed to break out before we hit the bottom here. If we didn't, we'd be going down, diggy, down, down, diggy, down, down. But we went up, guys. Dogecoin to the moon, so it's looking really good, really bullish. So let's take a look at Bitcoin on the weekly. Right now, Bitcoin is trading at 50,117 time of recording. It's a great time to be alive. It's fantastic, guys. Absolutely fantastic. Well above the 21-day EMA. And here we are on the 4-hour time frame for the Binance chart. And we're at 50,182. And we are doing very, very well, guys. I told you that we need to break past this $48,000 resistance. And we did that. We have broken to the upside. And the next target. And remember, I did paint this target here. I said that we'd be getting to 50,600 soon, and you know, which is measured from the top of this triangle to here and take out to the point of breakout. We're doing exactly as I said, exactly as I predicted. So you know, we could be seeing I think we could be going as high. We could see $51,000 coming in by tomorrow morning. So when we hand off to all of our friends in North America and Europe, please guys, make sure that we continue this green machine. So let's take a look at Ethereum on the Halls. So Ethereum is also doing pretty good. We've got this. I created this what I call my overhead resistance, the purple resistance line. So it looks like Ethereum right now is trading at 3,450, and we just need to giddy up to get this to this 3,483. So this is, we keep hitting ourselves against this resistance. It's very light resistance. That's why it's kind of dotted line, but we couldn't get it past once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. We got rejected here. We got rejected again. So if we keep trying to break through that, we will break through it in time. So hopefully we can do that fast and soon, because if we continue to get rejected, then we could have a big rejection and go back down to $3,287. So hopefully we can get past that today. So let's take a look at ADA in the hall. So ADA is also, looks like it's coming back. It's at $2.23. So this is pretty good. And you know, we're seeing some support kind of going in this direction right now. So hopefully we can stay above that support line. And this is just an upward channel. Let me just paint this upward channel for you. It's kind of going in this direction. So it's kind of like an upward channel. I think we'll be trading inside this channel for the next couple of days. And I think we're going to get some more bullish news. And I believe that we're going to see ADA break out by the end of the week, guys. I believe that, you know, there's going to be some news coming that's going to cause a huge breakout. Now Solana has been kind of going sideways today, all day. And it's kind of, you know, going in this general direction here. You know, we got some resistance coming here, and this is kind of not a descending, but more of an ascending triangle. This is the way I would draw it, and it's kind of going in this kind of direction here. Does that make any sense to you? Let me just move that down over here. So we're kind of just going like in this. It's not a triangle. It's more just a channel. We're just kind of stuck in this channel. So hopefully we can move on up. Yeah, you could say it's an ascending triangle. I just call it a channel. So let's hope that Solana's next resistance level is $181, and right now Solana's at $169. So it's just kind of been going sideways for a while. Don't worry, don't panic. You know, the only thing that gives me cause for concern is avalanche in the house. We've kind of got this a bit of a descending triangle. We're just kind of in the mid-range of that. I mean, I anticipate that, you know, if we measure the top to the bottom here, we could see a breakout. Either, you know, we're going to break to the upside, and if we do break to the upside and at point of breakout, this could take us up to $87. But if we break down, this could take us all the way down to $44. So you guys, we really need to keep an eye on that. You know, from my perspective, I think that we have more, the probability is in favor of us breaking to the upside. I think there's more of a 60% probability of breaking to the upside than to the downside. So just keep an eye on that. If you do see us breaking down below this channel here, then you may want to take some of your avalanche off the table if you're in profit. Wait for the dip and then buy back in. That's just not financial advice. That's just something I would do. So right now we're seeing that the total market cap is 2.24 trillion. So it's looking pretty good, guys. And the total volume is at 88.06 billion. Yeah, but the thing that I'm very, very concerned and very worried about is the Bitcoin dominance at 42.14%. And that's one of the main reasons why we're seeing right now. Let me just get that top. This is one of the main reasons why we're seeing that a lot of the altcoins are not really taking off. Sure, we're all in the positive territory right now, but normally if you see Bitcoin make a 5.42% increase all of a sudden like that, you're going to see the altcoins take off at least 10% or more. But we're not seeing that, and in fact, we're seeing Ethereum is up only 3.66%, and that's at 3,456. So we'd expect a lot more. We're seeing that BNB is at 440, and that's only up 5.5%. I mean, I'm not complaining, but if the Bitcoin dominance was lower, we would see that the altcoins would be, moving up much higher. So ADA is at $2.24. That's only 3%. So it's really not much. Solana's up 1.62, so that's kind of really nothing in my books, and it's $169. Polkadot's up 4%, and that's $32. I would have expected if the Bitcoin dominance was much lower, we would see these, we see Solana like at 8%. So it's kind of, but Doge is doing very good, guys. Look, Doge is one of the top gainers today, and it's up a whopping 11.19%. And that's at 23.7. So we did go as high as 25. So I think we're going to get back up there. Hopefully that you guys in the US can take it higher and higher. So with that being said, guys, do go to my portfolio, follow me on my portfolio. We've got 2,489 people following. Follow, don't miss a beat. We got tips, tricks, news, and some funny stuff on there. We got a great, lively community on there. And guys and gals, just want to say I love all of you. God bless all of you. Thank you for being part of this community. This video would not be possible without all of you, all of your support and love. And show some love to OG. Go right down there, take this thing that looks like that, and smash the likes, support. Let's see if we can get 1,000 likes on this video. I really appreciate it. And also, guys, don't forget to comment. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. BYB in the house. And also go down to the bottom of my videos. I've got descriptions. Check out all the descriptions. Remember, this is not financial advice. I got my disclaimer right there. You can see it right there. And become a Patreon member. Buy the channel a coffee. Buy the merch. Become a channel member. Remember, all of these things that I said earlier, go to charity, guys. And don't forget to check out my merch. We've got hats and hoodies. The link is in the description, and you can just click on the link and go straight to the shop. And get some OG gear in the house. And my favorite item of all is the Muggy Mug. Get the Muggy Mug. Here it is in real life. Coffee tastes better. Get the mug. I love the mug. I love the mug, and I love you guys too. I love my community. And one final last thing, I gotta just shout out, this is a wife's channel. This is kind of a Zen music channel. This is very meditative stuff, and it makes you relax and calm down. I mean, it's a great day for crypto right now. So with that being said, all I gotta say is Dogecoin to the moon. I love you guys. God bless each and everyone. I'll see you in the next one. God bless all of you. I'm working for you. Tell me how I'm doing. Don't forget to smash up the likes, subscribe, BYB, and give me some comments. Tell me how I'm doing. Tell me how I can do better. And a big shout out, big love to all my community out there in YouTube land. I love it. You love it. Let's get it. You love it. I love it. Let's get it. Woo!